Daniil Medvedev, 10 points you need to know. From watching football before the match to going to McDonald's after the match, we will tell you some interesting facts about one of the world's best-paid tennis players who loves to play video games all the time. Interesting, isn't it? So, without any delay, let's get to know about him. Daniil Medvedev was born in the year 1996 in Russia. He started playing tennis late professionally, yet he still managed to come to the top player list of tennis world. He was 9 years old when he first picked up the tennis racket in his hands. It is considered to be a really old age for professional players to hold the racket in their hands, because if you see the profile of other players, then they started playing tennis as early as the age of 5. His parents really wanted him to become a professional swimmer, and they also sent him to school, but soon he came out of it. Medvedev liked to play chess a lot, therefore he started playing that in school. One day, his mother saw an advertisement in the newspaper about the tennis academy, so he enrolled Medvedev there. But soon he realized that he was not into it very much. Later, he found his passion and started playing tennis. Now this #1 tennis player is also known as the chess player of tennis. Now there is a reason that they call him the chess player of tennis, because the way he plays on the court is amazing. He makes unpredictable and intelligent moves on the court that defeats his opponent for sure. His confidence and aggressive attitude place him at the top of tennis players. There is another interesting fact that you might not have known about Medvedev. He is a passionate video gamer. He loves to play Rainbow Six Siege, Hockey Simulator, and Fortnite. If he would have participated in an esports competition, he would have definitely won it too, because the time he gives to the video games tells his interests in esports. He said, "For me, esports is also sports." Due to his interest and passion, the video game headset brand HyperX made him an ambassador of their company. He also said in the interview that he loves playing video games so much that he avoids taking these games to tournaments so that he can focus on the game on the court. Furthermore, he likes to defeat his enemy in the video game as much as he wants to defeat his real enemy on the court. Medvedev started his professional career in 2015. He made his ATP main draw debut at Kremlin Cup 2015. Then, after a series of games in 2018, he won the Sydney International Championship. It was the first title of his career. There are many other tournaments that he won, including Sofia Open, Tokyo Open, Cincinnati Masters, Petersburg Open, and many others. His playing style and quick moves, with perfect planning of defeating the opponent, made him to come to the top of the list in the tennis game. Medvedev is the first tallest person to reach the #1 position in history. His height is about 6 feet 6 inches. This fact is noticeable and important because if we look at the history of tennis, then by 2002, no player was 6'5" or above in the top 10 of the players. So, he also had a great advantage of his height on the court, besides being a good returner and a good swinger. If you don't want to miss any tennis content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to follow our channel before we dive into Medvedev's $1 million lifestyle. Medvedev has a net worth of about $40 million. He has made that much money from games and sponsorships. He has earned about $26 million in career prize money and is considered in the list of the top 15 highest career prize money of all time. Many other brands like Rolex, BMW, Bove, and Tinkoff sponsor him for their products. As we have talked about his hobby to ride cars, he loves to buy new cars and make his own collection. But when he was asked in an interview about how he will spend his earnings, he replied, "Me and my wife will think about it. I don't know yet." If we talk about his charity programs, then they are not publicly disclosed yet. He has been involved in philanthropic activities in his lifetime. If they get public, you will know and not miss it here on our channel. All of the tennis players have some unique habits of cheering up their wins. Medvedev has his unique style of cheering his wins. So after his big game, whether wins or loses, he goes straight to McDonald's for his favorite Big Mac. He says that whenever he loses a match or finishes a tournament, He loves to visit McDonald's. Another thing that Medvedev loves to do in his free time is sleep. He loves to sleep a lot. Normally, everyone says that 8 hours of sleep is enough, but the #1 tennis player Medvedev says that sleeping for 12 hours a day is perfectly normal. He said in an interview that if he doesn't set up the alarm, he can have more sleep. Maybe for a normal person, 8 to 9 hours are enough. But a player like him, who has a really hard training routine, may need that much sleep for his body to take rest. We have seen what he does after the match, but almost all tennis players have some pre-match rituals that they follow to have some positive vibes in them. If we talk about Medvedev, he loves watching a football match before he plays his tennis match. Isn't it weird? Like, who would like to see someone studying before taking an exam? Well, that was a joke. Everyone has their own likes and dislikes when it comes to peace of mind and soul. Medvedev says that watching football before his actual game makes him calm. His favorite football team is FC Bayern Munich. He has loved football since he was 6 years old. He watches all of FC Bayern's content every day. Okay, how many languages can you speak? Since social media came into our lives, we have stopped learning languages due to the ease of getting a translation of any language we want on the internet, right? Our #1 tennis player Medvedev can speak about 3 languages. Not only speaks, but he can also write in those languages. He can speak Russian, as it's his mother language. Secondly, he can speak English, which is obviously important to learn as a common way of communication among countries is also English. Thirdly, he can also speak the French language, as he spent a few years of his teenage life in France. There is another crazy thing about this #1 tennis star. Medvedev has a mind coach. Well, you might have heard about other players who have fitness coaches, as players need to be fit all the time. But you barely have heard of a player having a mind coach that trains the mind. He has a female mind fitness coach who has helped him in maintaining concentration during the game and overcome the weaknesses that disturbed him while playing the game on the court. He appreciates his coach a lot for his career winnings and success. There is another interesting thing about Medvedev's passion. He lost his driver's license in France for 6 months. He has a lot of cars and he loves to drive them fast. So he was driving them fast and therefore he was caught by police speeding and was banned from driving them for 6 months. Medvedev also loves musical instruments and had guitar lessons in his free time, along with learning harpsichord. Music can help your mind relax and create balance in the body. Maybe that's why he loves to play guitar and other musical instruments in his free time. Thinking about his personal life, he lives with his wife Daria in France. They met each other at the team dinner near the local tennis courts. She was also with her tennis team and was playing tennis at the time. She was just 12 years old at that time when she met him. She studies journalism and is also a model. She also liked to play tennis, so she started playing it. But soon, she had to leave this game due to a lot of injuries. That was all for today's video. Did you know everything about Medvedev? What did you like the most about him? Tell us in the comments section. Thanks for watching.